drafting the first marketing funnel is a key part after you have set your goals and the growth strategy. So if you have created a plan and you said like, okay, I want to create 30 sales per month as we did in our case study, what is the funnel going to be for that? If you want to check out our case study for today, you can go to Monday.Rocks and we can now discuss how would a starter funnel look like? Like, what is a starter funnel? If nothing is set up already, it is the first funnel you're going to build, the first landing pages, the first campaigns, the first email series that you're sending out to your leads. That is the starter funnel to me. So what could a starter funnel or how could it look like for team analytics? We remember it's a B2B business. It's targeting people in HR, CEOs, and team leaders. And it provides the value by access to a software where people can architect their own team and make them work more smoothly together. All right, so how about we go for a LinkedIn ads funnel? Let's spend some 3,000 euro on LinkedIn ads. At a sweet €5 per click, we get 600 visitors. Maybe they turn into 50 leads, 8 sales, and make 4,000 euros in cash back, which is a sweet return of advertising spend of 1.33. So that would already be profitable, and that would be within the margin that we set ourselves. We just spent 3,000 euro and we made 4 out of it. That is above the goal that we set. We created 8 sales of the software. We earned some roughly 400 euro per sale here. And this would be a very decent funnel. Yeah, can you see like how I changed the labels on the growth marketing treasure map? You can adjust this for you. Try to visualize how your starter funnel might look like. And you might not even want to spend money on ads. Shall we look at the more organic side on LinkedIn? Let's do that. So how about focusing on networking on LinkedIn? How would that look like? So you have an awesome LinkedIn search, even boosted by the Sales Navigator, and you might, in your target group area, you find 2,500 great candidates. And you start to connect to the ones that have the most common connections with you. Let's say you connect to 500 people over a period of 3 months. 250 actually get a message, they accept you, you write them a welcome message, and with about 20%, so 50, you have a serious chat, they seem to be interested, and you can convince 8 out of those to try the product and they actually buy it. And you make, again, 4,000 euros in cash. What did you exchange here? You didn't exchange money for revenue, you exchanged your time for revenue. And it depends on what is more valuable to you and, most importantly, what is actually working. We don't know yet what is working. Is the paid way going to work? That would be wonderful because it's very, very scalable. Or if it's not working alone, we can maybe add the LinkedIn networking strategy to it, which is a bit free, or at least you can invest more time than money here, which will also have a positive result of making you LinkedIn famous and really broadening your network. I think this is what we are going to focus on during the next meetup. All right, so we have 2 funnels that we could go for. Which one would you go for? What would you think is more interesting, the LinkedIn ads one or the LinkedIn networking one? And which out of those 2 cases should we handle in the upcoming meetups? All right, so we have defined 2 funnels. And what else do I have to think about for myself when I want to create a completely new funnel? And let's think about your case. I want you to think about those 5 categories which we are going to handle piece by piece. So traffic sources, where are the interested people coming from? Lead magnets is what do you have to offer for them? Landing pages are the websites that they land on. The CRM and emails is the system in which you manage all of your contacts that gotten your lead magnet. And then the sales process that you used for that. Let's dive into that. So in this case, With Monday.Rocks, I would say it would be most interesting to focus on LinkedIn, and 3 parts of LinkedIn would work there. Personal team profiles, which they can use for sales. They could build up a company page to build their brand, and they could use LinkedIn ads to reach more people that are outside of their immediate network of connections and followers. So I would put 80% of my time on LinkedIn probably. So what they had been running in the past was some Google search ads, and this is why I picked this as the second traffic channel. I might not pick it as the first one, but you're usually not starting on a completely green field. So you have to check out what is already working on Google Ads and see if you can expand on that. And the third traffic source that I would build up and would love to see also for the long-term development of the company is content marketing. They are pretty cool guys and girls in the team that are not shy to stand in front of the camera or write articles. They're very competent and smart, and we should use those resources to really put them out there, to connect with other people, to share their knowledge and the great success stories they have from the consulting business. So I think content marketing would be nice. Maybe some SEO partnerships and event stuff in the follow-up. I think those would be the best traffic sources for a case like Monday.Rocks. Next, what we need are lead magnets. So lead magnets are freebies, usually free or low-priced goodies that actually help your audience. So you are solving a problem for a customer. That means the customer is in a situation that he's not satisfied with and he wants to go here, and your product is providing the way between, or maybe a part of that way. And what are other parts of this journey that your audience is struggling with that you can help them with? And this is what we use as lead magnets. So I thought about what would be the smartest lead magnets we could do. They have an app that's very common to have a free trial at some point. So they could offer the app for free for a certain number of days. Or they could limit the functionality of the app so that people can already get an idea of how it actually looks and feels like, and they would just get rid of the hurdle of them having to pay or put in their credit card in the beginning. Another really underestimated lead magnet are posters. We are talking here about team architecture. I can completely imagine like how we can build a poster around that. They have a great designer on the team, which is an asset I really would use. And I would create posters that I could imagine would land in the office on the wall of the people who are buying those this software. And it's not going to be actual real physical posters. It's going to be PDFs. Imagine like pretty detailed PowerPoint slides or Keynote slides as a downloadable PDF. It's working really well because it's very snackable content. It's not overwhelming like a complete ebook or a 2-hour webinar. They can also offer a free consulting call. Yeah, if they want to offer people like answers to team challenges, they could do that, or they could host a regular webinar and then there test different topics on what people are most interested in. And that's what I would do in terms of lead magnets. What would you do for your own business? The next part is then landing pages. Each lead magnet that you spend valuable time in deserves to have its own landing page that really focuses on creating that. This landing page here, for example, is focused on scheduling an appointment so you can get more information and some free consulting. So after the landing page, you have to think about how to nurture your leads. So let's look at that. Here we have your CRM. Yeah, people now entered their contact data to download the poster. They now get a nice welcome email, and the welcome email sends them to another landing page that has either another lead magnet or that gives them the opportunity to upgrade to the app. So this could be a nice value-driven landing page here. Then people maybe visit the landing page or not. They definitely get here email number 2. And that maybe calls them to action to make an appointment with your sales team. So they make that appointment, hopefully. They do it, and now they get another email, which reminds them of the appointment. And then you have them on the phone, and hopefully you can convert that into some dough. Yeah, and that is how lead nurturing works, like in general. It doesn't need to be email, it doesn't need to be on the phone. It can be a complete online experience, like an e-commerce checkout and some retargeting ads, but you have to consider how to nurture your leads. Then we want to convert those leads into loyal customers, and that is not always completely obvious what we want to do, especially in the case of Monday.Rocks. It would be very, very convenient if we could build a complete online checkout, no sales calls involved, and having it extremely scalable. But until the phone call method is really tried and true and working, it's really hard to automate it. If you can't sell it on the phone with personal contact, it's really hard to sell it without any touch points. So I usually go for the human supported sales funnel first and then try to automate it there. But there are also other considerations. Do they want to stick right now with a one-time price, or do they want to switch to a subscription model? The advantage of the one-time price is it might sound very compelling to a company to just pay once and then have unlimited access, but it might also have the disadvantage that there is no incentive to actively keep using the app. So what if they drop out because they just lost the commitment? Because they somehow, like 2 years ago, somebody in the company created an account, paid the money for it, but now there's no hook, no subscription that keeps you to go back and get the value out of the app. And then, of course, there is pricing. With all software businesses, pricing is completely value-driven. Yeah, it's arbitrary. It's not based on how much it costs to deliver the software. Then every software product should cost like 10 euros a month at the very most. So having a price of 390 as a starting tier could be the right one, could not be. Maybe it's better to go for 99 euro per month. Maybe it's better to go for 999 euro for the starting tier. We have to try this, and we have to see where do we get people through the customer journey more smoothly with good value for them and a good return of investment for our time and efforts. So that's what I think about in terms of generating that first kind of funnel, the marketing funnel in my head. If you got any value so far, so then leave me a like and a sub on the YouTube channel. Would really love that. And let's see what we got lined up next. So we talked about the growth marketing strategy in general in the first video part. And then in the second part, we talked about creating the right growth goals. And now we got that into the practice. How would a funnel actually look like that would get us to that goal? Yeah, and we talked about the 5 aspects that helped us craft that funnel. And now we have to go one step more concrete. In the next segment, we're going to talk about how to turn that idea, that draft of a funnel, now into a disciplined roadmap with priorities that helps you to get results as soon as possible.